Hello everyone, happy Thanksgiving. This is Kayla here coming in with a really super fast Thanksgiving inspired speed build. The other day we were planning the Thanksgiving meal. We are smoking turkeys for everybody, so I was like, hey, let me do a build on Thanksgiving, yay! But fun information, there isn't really much Thanksgiving decor. There's really not much fall decor that isn't Halloween, which, I made it work. It's not very Thanksgiving-y. I guess there's not really that many Thanksgiving decorations anyway, so, what are you gonna do? But it was a really quick build, and I had a good time doing it. There were a lot of things that I thought I did really well in this. I made really good use of the space. Originally, I was hoping to have like a really big open floor plan where it was like, oh, everybody's definitely in the family will come to this house because it just is so perfect. Everyone can be together. But I also didn't want it to be ginormous. And I kind of wanted it to fit into the lot, because the lot is smaller. I think it's 20 by something. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of smaller, and it's really like off the beaten path. Actually, I talked about this in my Let's Play. I don't really get some of these lots. They kind of drive me a little bit nuts, because this one specifically in Brindleton Bay is like there is no way that they could actually get to it. Although, no, maybe there is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look again, because I was getting all frustrated. I literally spent like 10 minutes looking around like, hey, there's no way where for them to come. And also, I actually did the house is kind of sideways on the lot technically. So in the gallery, I uploaded this, and the picture of the front is not the front of the house. Just because they take it, I guess, from the front of the lot. So the side of the lot is actually the front of the house, if that makes sense. But to me, it just made more sense based on the terrain around the lot, because again, there's like no way that you can actually get to this lot, which, whatever, it doesn't matter, it's sim land, so that's null and void. But I was pretty proud of my exterior of the house. It looks pretty darn good. I liked my stonework. And then this is probably the first time that I'm super happy with how I did the terrain paint tool, because I made it fade, and I was really proud of that. So don't tell me that I did a bad job, because I'm like really proud of it. And I think it all turned out pretty good. The only thing, so I kind of switched what I was doing. At first I was like, oh, they're definitely going to have young kids. So in the backyard, I like put a play set. But then as I did this build, specifically as I got to the bedrooms, I was like, no, they're going to have teenage kids. So they have a little swing set back there, like they can look at and be like, oh, remember when we used to play back there? And so that's kind of fun. And I didn't do a fence on this lot, again, because it's in the middle of nowhere. I was going to, but it just, I don't know, it felt weird, because it's like this lot is in its own little circle. It's in its own little place. So I didn't think they needed a fence. The kids aren't going to be able to get anywhere anyway. And yeah, so again, I was super happy. I really liked my little tiny front porch, and then the back covered porch, which is awesome and perfect for people who like to grill outside and stuff, because you can grill in any kind of weather. My husband actually just went to Walmart the other day to pick up a like tarp cover. What are those? Like a tent cover? Is that what? Canopy? I don't know, something like that, because it's raining here, and it's really kind of just gross, and he's smoking the turkey, so he really didn't want to get wet all day. But yeah, okay, so we finally moved inside. I played around with the layout a lot, because like I said, I really wanted it to be an open floor plan with the kitchen and the dining room specifically, since it's based on Thanksgiving, and that just simply did not work. It did not happen. But I made the dining room really big. So like the whole idea is that they can have a lot of people. The table's big. There's a lot of space in there for walking around and everything. And with that, the kitchen was smaller, but you have everything you need in the kitchen. So it's, it's cozy, but everybody in the family can't really help with the cooking, which in my experience, not everybody kind of just stands around while 2 or 3 people cook anyway, so it would work. It would do the job. And as you saw, I thought about using some of the Snowy Escape stuff, but then as I was doing it, I was like, no. We still haven't done a Snowy Escape build, so we're going to save all of those items for later. So yeah, like I said, super small kitchen, but tons of counter space, tons of room for that turkey carving. And then here is the dining room, and the dining room is really the only thing that ties together with the whole Thanksgiving theme. But again, I did what I did, and I had fun. And again, I messed around with that a lot, and I also realized about halfway through this that I should probably put lights in there so everyone can actually see what I'm doing, because it was pretty dark. Even I was like, wait, I can't see. There are lights that I should put in here. This is actually the first time that I've used that table, and I love it. I didn't even know that those colors with that table existed, so I was pretty excited. I thought that looked really good. And so here I'm adding some of that Thanksgiving decor, and like I said, there is not as much as I thought there was. Like, there's that cornucopia, some pumpkins, and that's kind of it. And then that tree. And that was really all I had to go with. So again, I did my best to make it actually Thanksgiving themed, and I don't know, I did okay. It was all right. What are you gonna do? You work with what you've got. Also, I need to go find that little shelf thing, the little red shelf where you can put things actually on top of stuff, because I tried to do some cool little clutter stuff, but then I was getting frustrated. So I kind of quit halfway through, which, is okay. So yeah, so adding some more pumpkins and everything. So really the front yard is the only thing that's super Thanksgiving-y. And I guess, I added some pumpkins there just because I thought it was cute, and I didn't have this channel up and running for Halloween yet. So that's what you get. You get some leftover Halloween pumpkins that magically aren't all rotten yet at this house. So something magical is going on. Who knows? But, what are you going to do? So yeah, so like I said, most of it is focused in the dining room. And then I was also really happy with the space for the family room. Again, the whole idea, the whole family is here. We're able to sit around, chat. There's actually, oh my God, wait, I didn't put a TV in this house. Oh well, whatever. They just don't have a TV. That's fine. So if you use this lot, you'll probably want to add a TV, but it's great for not having a TV too, because again, you can sit around and talk as a family, have a big meal, retired in front of that big fireplace. It'd be perfect. I can't believe I didn't put a TV in this house. I always put a TV. I always put a TV specifically over fireplaces. I don't know why, but that is just like my main thing. We actually went to a house that was decorated, and in real life, obviously, they had a really, really big fireplace, and then their TV was on a different wall, which seemed to work really well. But I was like, I don't know, if I'm watching TV, I also want to be able to see my fire. I don't know. I might be weird. Who knows? It is what it is. Okay, so going back to the kitchen, I was all over the place with this build. I don't know why. As you can see, I keep flipping back and forth between a whole bunch of different stuff. I was sitting there and I was like, oh, I should probably actually do my clutter and all of that fun stuff as I go, and I just didn't. I was a hot mess, just all over the place. And I also forgot about a garbage can in here until the very, very end of recording my build. So that there is a garbage can in there, and there's also an added dishwasher later on, but for now I'm just using all my clutter. So the fresh herbs there, I guess, were kind of Thanksgiving inspired. I tried to keep a lot of stuff off of the counters just because obviously they would have cleaned up before Thanksgiving, so they had all of the space to use, because I do, before I start cooking anything, I have to clean up. But that again might just be me. So yeah, so we cluttered everything up just a little bit. They've got some fresh baked goods for after the meal. All of their spices are out and at the ready. They've got their dried herbs so that they can have really, really fresh taste on their big old turkey. And then I messed around with some of the wall stuff, which as I did this, I was thinking, I should get some of these magnetic hooks for my kitchen, because my son, who is 2, if you can remember, likes to go into drawers and grab stuff. So that's always fun. The joys of parenting. So here we are. I am now discovering that they upgraded, I guess, all of the wall building stuff. So I played with that for a second and rearranged this room. I had the base layout in my head, but kind of went back and forth a few times with where I wanted everything to go. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do just 2 bedrooms and then like a loft play area, where I probably would have actually added a TV if I had done that. But I ended up doing the 3 bedrooms. And again, right in about a minute here, I decide, hey, they're not gonna have little kids. It's gonna be older kids. So you'll see as I make the bedrooms, I cluttered the heck out of the 2 bedrooms. They've got like stuff on the floor. They've got their hobbies and everything. And they actually, the family that I created for this house are older parents. The mom is a teacher. The dad is, what is he? He's a degree in economics, and I think he's in business. Yeah. So they do pretty good. And then their 2 kids are, a twin boy and girl, the son and the daughter. And the son is, kind of nerdy and but he's super cute too. And then the daughter, they're twins, obviously, I said that. But she is like all about popularity. So I kind of thought that would make a fun dynamic. And I actually am, right after I finish recording this and upload this, I'm going to go play with them while my kids are in for nap. Before we head over to my husband's grandparents for Thanksgiving with our turkeys. So yeah, that was my little family plan for this house, and I don't know, I got it, and once I made the bedrooms, I was really excited about it. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I have to play with this house, I have to play with this family. I think it's a cute little dynamic, and yeah. So I'm running out of things to talk about, but whatever, I'll keep going. So this is the master bedroom. So I recently watched this is what I can talk about. I recently watched a tutorial about how to make like cool things with like base game stuff. And so I was working with everything and going through and again reminding myself I'm not going to use the snowy escape stuff, blah. But I just thought about trying to make a really cool like wardrobe thing, but then I was getting frustrated. And I kept it for a few minutes, but then I didn't like it. I don't know. The room seemed so bare, and there wasn't enough room to mess with it beyond that. So I ended up not doing the cool little wardrobe thing. But I do set up this cute little area for mom to knit at night if she wanted to. And oh, there you go. There's some more Thanksgiving colors. And then they have their whole bedroom set. And then a cute little like shoe rack with the mirror for both of all their stuff, since they don't have closets. And yeah, that's basically the master bedroom. I think I fussed around a lot with it. So I like kept moving stuff, and I added some clutter. It was like, like makeup and colognes and stuff like that, just to kind of add a more homey feel to it. But again, remember, it's not super cluttered up because everybody's coming for Thanksgiving to this house this time. So here I go with the bedroom. So this is where I got super into decorating again. I was pretty over it by the time I got upstairs. And then I found this bed, and that's when the whole story came into my mind, and I just started going with it. I have not played around with the nifty knitting or tiny spaces, I don't know, the tiny one, enough at all.